Hey everybody. If you've been following me for a while, you know that I am dealing with a wrongful conviction that I used War Machine to tell my story and for police and justice system reform. With that aside, I am posting another video about uh, I need help with a civil rights lawyer. If you are one, know one, or can even send this video to the media, that would help. So, I never entered a courtroom the entire 9.5 months I was in jail. I don't know what was said in my case. No one will give me my case files, not my lawyer, not the courtroom. Um, all the charges they were trying to railroad me with were being dismissed. There were laws that protected me and the man that saved my life from prosecution that went ignored. A improper investigation, actually, probably no investigation was done. The perpetrator had family with money and was a child sex offender and had a violent record against females. I had no criminal record, that's why that's important. And I took a plea deal because my spine was injured so badly in the Henderson County, North Carolina jail that I was laying on the concrete floor in my cell for 2.5 weeks, and there are other inmates that would confirm this who were there at the time. Um, while the officers and the nurses in the jail were actually making fun of me and telling me that I'm faking it. Now, this after I asked for bottom bunk classification and was denied. And then an officer who I have already outed in my videos found it funny to give me bottom bunk classified mates. And that resulted in me having a mental breakdown when I was told to move to the top bunk. Um, the officers completely neglected to dig into my medical detail, where I had been taking Soma for over 10 years. I pulled my back a long time ago, and it's only gotten worse from there. So I could have been paralyzed. It was with the help of other inmates that I was able to walk, or even make it to the toilet. I was using the bathroom on myself. I couldn't eat or drink because I couldn't lift my head up. And that's why I took the plea deal, for fear that I would be paralyzed or killed if it happened again. And that case would have been dismissed. And I value my independence. I don't care what anybody says about what I did. Okay, if that was you and you didn't want to be paralyzed, there you go. The other factor in my case is that there was police stalking and harassment before and after the wrongful conviction. Therefore, the situation has remained ongoing. Um, I never entered a courtroom the entire 9.5 months I was in jail. I have no clue what happened in my case. I've gone to the courthouse, they won't give me the files. And I've gone to the lawyer that represented me, he will not give me the files. Now, um, right now, I know my videos are talking about investigators, and I have been given permission to take my own actions. It's just that I cannot use what they have if I take my own actions. So they have given me the okay to go on ahead and look for a lawyer on the matter. And I don't know what their side of the plan is. They were told me to hold off for a little while, and then they told me, go on ahead and start looking. So, even if you don't know a lawyer that can help, or you're not a lawyer that can help, if you send this video to every media outlet that you can, it might also help. If my story goes public, the stories of others that have dealt with this county will also go public. It's not just going to be my story. And obviously, uh, my car's been disabled over calling this county out. And investigators have confirmed that. In fact, I was warned about it before it actually happened. So, there's a lot of constitutional violations as well as civil rights involved. And I right now cannot afford a lawyer because of the spinal pain that I now deal with and will have to deal with for the rest of my life because of what they did. I have grade 3 degeneration in my spine, which is what they ignored when I asked for a bottom bunk classification. I have compressed disc and now I have bone spurs. And when my leg is really bad, I need to use a cane. Um, and so the not having War Machine is really not helping me health wise at all. Um, and I am hoping, even though the other video didn't get out as much as I would have liked, that this one will. The reason you see me covered in a blanket is because I am in an ice storm in Shadow's Warrior, who was in storage for a reason, and we're getting more snow. But asking for help with the hotel hasn't done me much good right now, even though Shadow's Warrior does not start at all. And a lot of that is due to the gang stalkers slandering me and calling me a scammer and whatnot. Investigators told me that when I was dealt with being called a scammer after Hurricane Helene, that it was actually that particular group of people. And so they are also going to be charging the people that were involved in that as well. Because I almost froze to death that winter because of that. I lost count occasions. One in particular I do remember very well. And my previous managers at a restaurant I used to work at helped me out and let me stay inside when that happened. Anyway, even just sharing this video will be a great help to me. Thank you for following me. Thank you for wanting me to get justice. And I hope everybody stays safe and warm.